Good evening to my regularly eclectic collection of cats and kittens, my daring blue rogues, my recently graduated petite papillon. This, once again, is your host, the Corundum Cat, joining you with the first episode of our next project. This is the, now, opening crawl of Shadow Hearts 3, as it helpfully says in the lower right-hand corner, Shadow Hearts from the New World. We are done with all that crazy stuff happening in Europe, the ancient gods, monsters, folklore creatures, and whales, and we have instead jumped right across the pond to New York, 1927. Wow, that is more risque than I remember. Thanks, Shania. I'm glad we're not monetized. That ended real quickly. Okay. How many spoilers are they going to put into an opening crawl? We're moving past that. For my sanity and yours. So, yeah, welcome. This is the next project. And let me... okay, that's why I have an echo. That should be fixed now. What to say? Shadow Hearts from the New World. 20,003. I almost said 2023. It is no such thing. Follow-up to Shadow Hearts Covenant and the original Shadow Hearts. Despite being the same cosmology, and there will be some familiar faces joining us relatively shortly, this is quite separate. Unlike Covenant, which is a direct continuation of the story of the original Shadow Hearts, from the New World, it is 12 years into the future, going from 1915 to 1927. We are crossing the pond, as noted. We're going to have a whole new cast of eclectic characters. We're going to have whole new opportunities for wonderful trivia and history and Americana. Which I'm already starting to get sorted out for your edification to continue to ensure that I have the not just best looking, but I dare say best educated audience on all of Twitch. I'll fight him. It's happening. Anyway, new game. And
I lost my memory that day.
Take it over, Johnny.
Along with my family. When I woke up in the hospital, the doctor told me that we'd been involved in an accident. My father and sister died, trapped in a blaze of burning crimson. If I try and remember anything else, it's terrifying.
Our narrator might have just a touch of PTSD from a terrible car accident, costing him the lives of his family. There she is, ladies and gents, the new Colossus. Once again, the familiar sight of the unhelpfully shaped emigre manuscript. Just in case you were thinking that there would not be crazy alchemic shenanigans using the knowledge derived from the true understanding of God as a computer programmer, no, we still got that. To forestall any suppositions or rumors that might get started, they reuse basically the character models of Yuri and Alice Elliott, as they give Yuri shockingly red hair, and Alice was already a platinum blonde. They just dialed that down another couple notches. I assume it's because they had the character models. This is only 1 year after the introduction of Covenant. Those are different characters, and I'm just going to say this right now. I talked a lot of mess. I want you to know those are actually different characters. We'll see more of them later. In the meantime, yeah, we're gonna have a number of cutscenes. It's a Shadow Hearts game. It's the first episode. You know what to expect by now, or you don't. You're finding out anyway. Why not have various characters hanging out on top of the observation deck? Not even the observation deck, but on top of the Empire State Building. My more cultured viewers will note that this is just exactly ripping off of Ghost in the Shell, substituting Shania, our new Deuter antagonist, with the Major Motoko Kusanagi, complete with the amount of clothing worn while jumping from skyscrapers. Also, she our harmonizer this time around. That the Thunderbird, lads. I don't like the lipstick. I'm getting a little Kefka off of it. A little too villainous Harlequin. Man, he got some green eyes. Also, we're opening in medias res, which is Latin for I told you that story so I could tell you this one. Welcome to the Garland Detective Agency. Proprietor and layabout Johnny Garland.
Hey, where have you been?
And it's Lenny!
There's work to do, master. You've got a customer waiting.
Yeah? A customer? Really?
We found the most evil-looking man in New York. He wants to give us money. Yeah, we went from Yuri to this. I'm sorry, too, folks.
Welcome to Garland's Detective Agency. I'm the boss, Johnny Garland.
Yes, how do you do? My name is Gilbert, and I'm a teaching professor from a well-known university in Boston.
Sit down.
I was told by a reliable source that this is the place to come if you happen to be looking to find someone.
You're looking for someone?
Yes, this man. I've heard rumors that someone who looks very much like him has been seen around Manhattan recently. Marlowe Brown. He's a man facing charges on at least 8 counts of attempted murder, disorderly conduct, etc., etc. He was released on parole 3 days ago, and right off the bat, escaped without paying any bail money.
My God, he sounds like trouble.
My God.
I don't get it. What do you want a guy like that for anyway? Huh?
Let's just say we have a business relationship. He got out on bail, as you know, but I'm his bond guarantor. You see, if I don't find him and fast, I'm going to be stuck with coming up with every cent of his bail money.
I got it. I'll help you. You'll see. He's as good as in your hands.
Okay, props to them for actually acknowledging that most of the work that private detectives do is bail jumpers when they're not simply investigating, prospective affairs. 2, Johnny, you're a detective.
Are you sure? Accepting such a dangerous case like that?
What are you talking about? We just got our first real case, you know. Until now, all of our jobs have been things like sweeping factory chimneys and searching for runaway cats. Nothing interesting at all.
Master, think about it. Don't you think it's time to quit this? It's already been a year since you left the house and opened the agency. How's your father's business gonna succeed without you to run it?
Not that again. I told you I don't want to work there anymore. If you miss it so much, why don't you go back by yourself?
What are you saying? On that day, I swore I would serve you for the rest of my life. You and I are one heart, one body. I can't imagine working anywhere without you, my master.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, for starters, I'm gonna ask some questions. Take care of things while I'm gone.
Hey, wait a minute. At least let me come with you. I sure hope young master's going to be all right out there on his own.
Yeah, so that's Lenny of the Steel Claws from the first game. Y'all thought I was joking when I said, yeah, he turns over a new leaf and goes to work as a personal attaché to the waspiest wasps that ever wasped past a wasping parlor in New York. No, that was true. Most of the nonsense things I tell you are accurate. It's Shadow Hearts. You can't tell the difference when they do the line. Oh, I forgot about that background music. Boy, we're gonna get a lot of that jazzy little two bars. Anyway, Johnny is 14. He's running a detective agency in New York on his own for the past year, he doesn't blink at the idea of, hey, track down a guy with 8 outstanding murder raps. Sorry, attempted murder. I question the bail that was set for 8 outstanding attempted murders in addition to the other sundry crimes. But, it's 1927, baby. I'm going to assume he has mob connections. One of the many things we'll be talking about in the classroom portions as the game proceeds. Almighty Tim, welcome! It is so good to have you here. I do not yet have a new appellation for my loyal viewers. I'm sure it'll come up. For now, we have a few changes to our character screen. It's been updated a little bit. New game in the series. It's a little cleaner, a little sharper. It is a little more directly trying to compete with Final Fantasy X, for those of you with an eye towards history. Johnny, our new boy, is you know how Yuri was crazy overpowered in Covenant, to the point where when we leveled up his fusions, he could kind of take any role in the party, even without his own spellcasting. He still had all the best abilities. That's not Johnny. Johnny's a 14-year-old living in New York City. He has low health, low soul points. He goes berserk very quickly. And he is starting his adventuring career armed with a pocket knife and a cotton shirt. And I gotta say, popular design knife made from stainless steel. It resists rust, sturdy, and easy to use. Used by the whole family for cooking and household jobs. Also occasionally shanking the homeless. And our boy got a shirt. So yeah, he got a knife. He got $300 in his pocket. Now I'll say 1927. I don't trust any PI going around with $300 in his pocket. Prices are not going to reflect the state of the economy in 1927 New York. Gonna toss this out here right now. But still, our boy is gonna be doing the best he can. Notably, of all the characters that he replaces from the previous game, he is most directly Anastasia, in that he starts out with the camera, and we'll be putting together the list of the album of all the enemies. And I think I mentioned playing Covenant. This is the best way to do that. Actually giving that to your starting character, so you're not constantly playing catch-up and having to bring an underpowered side character in. Can we go back in? Can we loot the agency before we go anywhere? Yo, Lenny.
Esther, don't overstrain yourself.
Oh, I see a treasure chest partially hidden. Yep. The same consumables, so I don't have to. Well, I don't have to relearn all of them. That's nice. Is there queer smut hidden in this game? I don't recall. I know one of the Marshmallow Brothers does rejoin us, but I can't remember if they kept that gimmick or not. They kept anachronistic treasure chests in a New York business office because obviously, why wouldn't they? And yeah, nice little studio apartment, straight out of any college dorm. Oh, we have a free use bed for healing. That's great. Johnny is apparently keeping Leaf inside his guitar. Yeah, I knew some fellas like that. Okay, and I think this is all just. Okay, yeah, no. Stop trying to go to bed, Johnny. All right, apartment looted. Hey, I guess detective agency looted. All right, well let's head out into the wild beyond this scrub child and see if we can't find Mr. Bates, our suspect.
I'm Johnny Garland, and I'm 16.
16.
I'm a private
Apologies,
detective
not
living
14.
in New York
16.
City. And like Lenny was saying, the truth is my father died 3 years ago, and I was supposed to take over running his company. But living on an inheritance doesn't really do it for me. So I opened my own office. There are other reasons why I'm a detective. That accident didn't just take my family. It also took part of my memories. There is something important I had to remember. Something significant. Something that really means something to me. I thought that if I started working as a detective, it might help me someday to remember. I haven't told this to anybody. Not a soul. Even Lenny.
Johnny's like, well, I haven't told Lenny that I really want to regain my own memories trying to help other people. And Lenny's like, I haven't told you that I killed, like, a lot of women and children in France. And it wasn't even, I mean, yeah, it was during the war, but no, it was personal. I was part of a cult. Well, first I'll start collecting info nearby. I think I got that. You know, a little bit nasal, little bit exuberant. Oh, lately, no matter how much I sleep, I can't shake this drowsiness. I'm gonna go home and take a nap. Yeah, thanks, Sleepy Homer. Great to know. Did we steal that off someone's car? Laid back Marge. Oh my, your work sounds tough. Be careful not to get hurt. None of these people are gonna have New York accents, for the record. On the off chance I have any viewers from New York, come at me, bro. You won't.
Are you looking for someone doing real detective work for a change? Well, none of your business. Anyway, have you seen the person in this?
Don't ask me about work. Anyway, let me ask you about my work.
You never seen him before. You might want to look in Times Square. There's a lot more people.
Yeah, there's a lot more people in Times Square.
Times Square, huh? Okay, I'll go check it out.
Yes, New York local and resident detective with a corner office, Johnny Garland, needs to be reminded about the existence of Times Square. Man, he's on the Upper West Side? Yeah, I said there was a whole family of, you know, rich white New England wasps, but geez, I was underselling it. Johnny's old man was loaded. Anyway, New York, 1927. The very zenith... Okay, and it says Chicago. They're the first thing you see when you go to Times Square is this billboard for Chicago. They're just screwing with me. We got a good Irish beat cop walking the line here. Hey, you, Officer O'Malley. Talking to Officer O'Malley puts you in the zone transition. I don't know. He's hauling us off downtown. Gary on patrol.
Not as famous for being a busy street. Even if something happens, no one thinks anything of it, because it's so crowded.
It's Times Square, you dinkus.
Even then, if you compare it to Harlem, I still think this is much better.
Screw, you gotta try this. It's just bread with pepper sauce. Hey, yo, don't knock street food in the big city. So this is a game made by a Japanese studio with you know how Atlas seems to have a shall we say best effort understanding of Europe circa the First World War. I promise you their understanding of Gilded Age America is no more accurate, and if anything, worse. Oh, my stock's been doing well lately. Look at this car of mine. I bought it just like that. Yeah, the phrase American dream. It's like it was made just for me. I can't stop laughing. Gar ha ha. I do appreciate the women's fashion, however. That is actually not. That's a little Edwardian. It's maybe a couple years behind the times, but it's not bad. Geppetto and Cornelia. There'll be numerous shoutouts to the previous game, in addition to some direct points of connection, like Lenny.
What? What's that sound?
It was a car, Johnny. You're standing in the street. Question marks says, "Hey, city boy, wait 1 second. It can be anybody."
What? Who? Me?
Ah, yeah, here we go. That should have been a French accent. The bots have started early tonight. Effeminate man. Oh, good. Yeah, glad the game is going to be just as respectful. Oh, just like I thought. City boys are cute. You might be my type. Sir, he's 16. Hey, Jerry, you gonna cheat on me right in front of my eyes? So, kid, what's your name?
It's Johnny Garland, but you can call me Johnny.
Johnny, huh? That's a nice name. It's got a nice ring to it.
Hey, Johnny, baby, can I call you that? No way.
Wow, they introduced the Majamel very quickly this time around.
Well, no biggie. I'm Gerard Majamel, a merchant. This is my honey, Boygon. We just arrived in this land. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I'm in a bit of a rush, so I'm just gonna get going now.
Well, aren't you an impatient boy? And we just got to meet you.
That's right. Stay and talk a little longer. I'll even give you something special of mine.
Oh wow, okay, we get the discount card right away. The first thing we get.
That's right. A point card. If you shop in my store, you collect points on your card. When you collect enough points, you can buy things for cheap. Or we'll pay more for things you want to get rid of.
Like bodies. If you're successful with the ring. Yeah, terms and conditions apply.
Did you just mutter something? Oh, no, nothing. Anyway, this car's a great deal. Aren't you pleased?
Hey, no fair cutting in, Pierre. In that case, I have a present for the boy, too. This is a bad business plan. I'm glad you guys are here, but you can't just be giving ancient artifacts to random people in the street. You'll never turn a profit. The Stellar Chart. Yeah, okay, this is what instead of Solomon's Keys, we have the Stellar Crests, whatever. It's the new magic system. I'll check that out in a minute.
Wow, you can do magic with this. Why do you know that, Johnny?
Keep it on your body at all times. Just pretend that it's me. Okay, wow, aggressive Boygan, not cool.
Oh, honey, how audacious. Oh, thank you. Can I get going now? I'm really in a hurry. Oh, really? That's too bad. All right, we'll be doing business only a while longer. We'll be waiting for you, Johnny baby. Okay, did the game get more or less racist?
That's hard to say. Did it get more or less bigoted? You know, I'd like to point out that, Gerard Marjamel continues to be the most fearless and well-traveled adventurer in the setting, and that with no credit given to him by the narrative, he is going to be arriving in all of the most dangerous places in the world ahead of us to make sure that we have everything we need, and I respect that. We have equipped. I don't know what PS is. I guess. That has to be how many we have. I don't know what. I don't know what this stands for. Anyway, we've got some pens. The corals have. Wow, greatly. What a price discrepancy. Sets it to. Oh, okay, that's why they've changed a few things. It is now the 500 is not. It makes it 75% slower. It makes it 25% slower, and the expensive one is still 50%. All right, we'll come back to that once we got some scratch. How are we going to get money in this economy? I don't know. Maybe we'll stab the homeless. A lot of Fox News viewers, I guess, at Atlas. So, yeah, what have we got for... Well, Cancer. I'm a Cancer. What do you know? Me and Johnny. And let's... I don't recall for the life of me how this works. We have... Okay, we don't have any more notes. It's like, yeah, you get the spells are individual nodes which you can socket into certain shapes on the chart, and depending on what chart, that gives you different combinations. We have Hail Dust, so mid-range water damage, and we have Earth Edge to buff weapons. I don't know that I used a single edge spell in the entire previous game. I don't know if that's going to change now. Maybe. Johnny is a bit more of a support character. Couple having loud arguments in the street. Honestly, kind of sedate for Times Square, not gonna lie. I'll check the west side again, because we only are done one side of the street here. So I have a feeling we'll be back to Times Square shortly. Oh, like immediately. Okay. Games can put me on blast like that. Where do we find a guy? Ma'am, have you seen this man? She's a compulsive shopper. Obviously, she knows our boy. This city has everything, so when I come, I buy too many things to spite myself. Oh, but don't tell my husband, okay? Great Gatsby here, ladies and gentlemen. She still doesn't care about the pepper sauce. Hey, yo, fat man with the stocks. Hey, cop, have you seen this guy with eight attempted murders on him? No, all the cops want to say about how this is better than Harlem. I mean, okay, historically accurate, but oh, we just we randomly in old Chicago. Yeah, English was not their first language. We're just strolling Hassel just randomly knows our many times murderer, Mr. Barra. Really? Where? Where? Oh, where wasn't that? Oh, right. It was in Chelsea. I saw him in a rundown theater that's over there. I noticed him because he looked kind of fishy and staggered as he walked. Who's this guy? I'm quite certain. Near the theater in Chelsea, huh? Got it. Thank you. Man, they're gonna make me actually chart out New York City to point out how Chelsea is not at the foot of the Empire State Building, aren't they? I don't know my boroughs super well. Maybe it is. I don't think so. And I'm not sure where old Chicago fits into it, but we got hackers. We got a one-way street. We have the classiest hotel I think I've ever seen off on the side here. They do very... The zone boundaries are very tight. Wow. Okay, that's gonna keep happening. Teary-eyed Rococo. Have you seen a girl and boy, sister and brother around here? I appreciate that she specifies, you know, siblings, adult siblings. They normally come back for dinner. I'm so worried. That seems like work for a detective, ma'am. I don't know that we can help you. In recent days, strange modes have been coming from this theater at night. I can hear screams or something. Yeah, obviously we want to be in there at night then. Ghost stories, blah blah. Macho Murray. Hey, Squirt. I don't know where you've been loitering around, what you're snooping around for. But you best go home before dark, because in this town, thugs snatch up those people asking questions. In 27, they shoot him in the street, frankly. We're going to be talking about organized crime. We're going to be talking about prohibition, politics, propaganda, all sorts of things from the jazz age, from the Gilded Age. And I assure you, the Chicago outfit and the New York mob are going to be on those lists. We got McCoy, the reporter, here.
What happened, mister? Are you okay? It looks like you're hurt. Oh, no, it's not anything. Why am I those Irishman in the city? I just come in from Boston where I killed 10 men. I work as a newspaper journalist, but I happened to hear a strange rumour, so I was researching this theatre. A strange rumour?
Okay, our protagonist is still doing the Metal Gear style of interrogation.
A rumour about ghosts appearing. This is a scoop. Oh, so I thought going in. Hot inside is a hooligan hangout. On top of all my money being taken, I was hung out to dry.
I'm not... What does that last part mean? They robbed you, sure. Were you drunk when they left you to hang? You know what?
This is the rundown theater the person in Times Square was talking about, huh?
Doesn't look rundown. They got a 2:30 showing of Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, I came all the way to New York. I didn't get a single photo of the ghost. My editor's gonna give it to me again. Sounds shady. Like the perfect hideout. Yeah, it must be here. Thanks, mister. I'm gonna do crime. Oh, thanks. Wait, young man.
Okay, so if we get a picture of a ghost, let's remember to check back with McCoy. If you press the R1 button in an area when enemies are encountered... Oh, the theater is a dungeon. Cool. You can check your current location, bearings, locate areas where the player has not been to will not be displayed on the map. Oh, okay. We don't have a mini map anymore. We have a proper... Wow. Okay, I forgot about this. Yeah, we have a proper, pretty decent floor map. As is ever our custom. Let's go outside and be sure to save our game. Can we steal anything out of this person's trunk? No. We had to try. How else would we know? And on next to nothing, someone in the street said, "Oh, I think I seen that guy hanging out by the disused theater in Chelsea." And Johnny's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go in here, where I've been told that there are hooligans robbing people, doing violence, and hanging them, possibly to dry." A lot of mana leaves. Well, I guess Johnny does have to rely on magic a little bit more than Yuri does. All I have is a knife. And brother, I knows how to use it. Mackenzie the bum. Looks like some more praise come in.
What do you want?
Another sensational journalist. You're pretty young for that, kid.
I'm not a journalist. I'm a detective, and I've come in search of someone. I'd like you to let me through.
Give him $5 and flash the knife with your other hand, Johnny. How do you not... Do you not live in this city? I'm not a New Yorker, and I know how this works. Ben the hooligan.
brat calls himself a detective. Well, journalists or detective, it's all the same to us. We got hooligans and bums. Y'all just suckers. Okay, so
I'm not afraid of you.
we'll do the basic tutorial. We'll do the basic tutorial for the audience sake. And I'm not sure if they've changed anything. Remember, when Covenant started, we were controlling Nikolai and Karen fighting evil spirits in Tower in the Vatican. And then we went on to battling possessed toys, which Yuri and crew were using to scare the German army away from Dolemi, to try and minimize the number of people getting hurt in the early days of the First World War. Johnny is going to start his game by straight up murdering the homies. Let's start with normal attacks. Yep, this is very familiar. Choose a thug, there'll be a judgment ring. Strike area is still a thing. Two hit areas equals 2 attacks. I assume our friend the Judgment will show up. Have the protagonists figured out firearms yet? Yes! Johnny is a child, and so he is not strapped, but at least 2 of our upcoming party members have guns. Quite a few guns, in fact. Okay, yep, this is unchanged from the first game. Special abilities, trigger, and then hit it again. We get credit for that? All right. That was a freebie. Admittedly, I should have thought that myself because I wanted to take their picture. This place doesn't seem safe. Johnny, not at all reflecting on having just murdered 2 men. Right? Like, there's something deeply unsettling about the urban poor as your goblins or kobolds or zombies or your first part generic monster, right? Like, that's actually a little disturbing.
What's wrong? It's dangerous for you to be here all alone. My big brother and I were playing Dare, but he went off somewhere and now I can't find him.
Oh, your mother is in the street, worried sick.
Will you really find him?
Cowardly Nancy. I mean, I'd be... Okay, why aren't... You know, I'm glad the Bubs are not trying to club her to death, but...
Oh, it's scary, but I'll be patient. Wait here till you get back.
And if she dies on the job, we're going to have a creepy child, you know, haunting Johnny for the entire game. There is precedent.
Come on.
Stock gauge and double. Okay, this is actually a new mechanic. I think I do need to actually watch this tutorial. This is the last one. After that, we ride. The stock gauge is located between the status display, bottom right corner, the number of stock. Okay, yeah, this is flashing 0. Fills during various damage actions when it gets maxed. Okay, yeah. Using regular attacks charges stock. And then I think we can spend stock to do like 2 attacks in a row. Okay, any damage, giving or receiving. That's good to know. That's 1 bar of stock. When you have 1 more bar of stock, pressing the L1 or R1 button will allow you to set the stock. I see, okay, I see this listed up top. Normal, double. Let's try double. Double has 2 moves at one time. Alright. You cannot conduct the same action twice. Okay, so we can do an attack and then magic, for example. Or like buff with magic and then attack. That's actually quite helpful.
And it's a unified judgment ray. Okay, okay, okay. Row, attack, defend, buff. Whenever you use double, it will take more time. Okay. Well, that's actually good to know.
Chalk up another win for me.
That is a new mechanic. I vaguely remember it. Much like the previous Shadowhearts, I've played this game before, but it has been ages, and I've played, I think, less of From the New World than either of its predecessors.
This really is a hooligan hangout. This kind of place isn't safe for a kid. If I don't find him quickly... Huh? Is there something on the floor?
A child? Oh, we got a new Stellar. I don't think I need an explanation. I think I sussed that one out myself. Stellar shards. Okay, we've socketed here. We now have that. I like the dedicated healing menu. That's kind of nice. Okay, well there's a treasure chest down that hallway, so we'll definitely take a look. And I like this map. Okay, I think we have a side room. We'll want to check that out. Yo, dude, you didn't. I think his vision is based on movement. I don't think he can see me. Just very slowly. Oh no!
What the hell?
Yeah! Okay, Johnny, potty mouth. Why are there 3 of them? Okay, good omen. Perfect ring for our first actual combat. I'll take it. And a free tent. Okay, that's why they're giving us so many Thera leaves. We're going to be burning through resources. We killed 3 men for a leather belt. I mean, in this economy, for the record, the depression hasn't started yet. Johnny's just a bad person. So I do, okay, you know what? Not necessarily a full-on, like, lecture note, because we have some other things, which I'll probably want to cover, depending on how long we're in the theater here. But since we're fighting, like, bums and hooligans in the game's phrasing, not mine, I do want to point out that there are some reserved terms at play here. And, okay, you know what? I want to see if I can get rid of one of the fat thugs, because I do want to take their pictures, and I don't want to eat 3 attacks incoming if I can avoid it. Multiple men just start clubbing Johnny.
Okay, look over here. Smile and say cheese.
I do like that Snap takes so little activation that we can get both of them even without the. I know eventually we get the panoramic lens, but. Oh, also, Johnny only has 1 spirit point left. Right. I forgot about that. He is weak and brutally. Can I get both of them with 1 cast? I cannot. Well, let's. I guess we're gonna have to use a double, and hopefully I can. Yeah, attack 1, and then Stellar Magic on the. Ooh, it targets both on the same guy. Well, hopefully it'll switch targets if if I get him with the stab. Woo! Okay, safe.
I'm pretty strong, huh?
Forgot that Johnny has basically no uptime. Low health, low durability, low armor. We'll check at the end of the hallway here. If this kid is like hanging out back with his sister already, I'm gonna be so nettled. Okay, so let's check for aggressive camera angles. But yeah, no. Okay, so these specifications are going to become a bit more pronounced, not necessarily in the 20s as we're in 27, but as we move into the Great Depression. Is there a lost child? Apart from Mr. Garland. But no, okay, so hobo, tramp, and bum. Because we're fighting bums and hooligans.
I can do this. I'll take you out. Yeah!
And I want to point out that these are reserved terms, in fact. Okay? Easy way to remember it. A hobo travels for work. A tramp travels and doesn't work. And a bum does not travel and does not work.
Looks like I'm the winner.
And as we're going around stabbing the homeless, to expand on that usefully, yeah, hobo is a seasonal or itinerant laborer, and they are, for the most part, going to be, particularly at this time, they're going to be hitching rides on trucks or riding the rails in boxcars, going from seasonally from the north and the south, mostly, and into the west and back east, to fill seasonal labor. They are itinerant, itinerant laborers. And a hobo does not appreciate being called a tramp, because hobos are working men. It is a mostly male phenomenon, for the record. But they're working. And, a tramp, though superficially similar, a tramp rides the rails or hitchhikes or around, and they're not looking for work. They're just traveling. Maybe they're sightseeing, maybe they fancy themselves adventurers. Many of them are fleeing family entanglements or have warrants outstanding. But they are specifically not working. And this offends the working man, the majestic and stately hobo, by confusing the two. I feel like I'm instigating these fights. Anyway, and then a bum is a bum.
Let's do this.
A bum is not traveling and a bum is not working. Bums are just, causing trouble all over the city, or however that Always Sunny quote goes.
Don't ever mess with me again.
These gentlemen, I suppose, are strictly speaking not hobo, nor tramp, nor bum, in that they are thugs. Which I guess if they are, compensated thugs, hired thugs, or even organized crime in that regard, well, disorganized crime, I suppose, then they are gainfully employed. Well, they're employed.
Any chance that you're Nancy's brother? Yes, I am, but... I finally found you. It's not safe here, so let's get you back. Nancy's looking for you. I want to go back too, but that scary guy finds me. Before, when I opened the fire escape, somebody yelled at me from behind. A fire escape? Yeah, then the guy chased after me and I was so scared and I hid.
TJ, more pressing question: Does Twitch block bum? Does it treat it as profanity? Bums have no kings, though they do have a loose hierarchy. Tramps have, as I understand it, like romantic figures more so than strict royalty. Hobos, of course, have kings. What was the guy? Mulligan was the name? Like they named the wooden nickels after him. I don't know. Yeah, no, it shows up in chat. It blocks it out in chat. It just comes across as asterisks. You can't say bum. Now we know that. Okay, so let's get rid of the skinny guy. Huh, weird. Alright, setting on my side. Let's do a doubler. And again, we're going to try for a knockout. Just enough, literally exactly 22. Yeah, I must have the filter turned on. It's very aggressive.
I'm pretty strong, huh?
But anyway, we're getting a lot of considering these are like, the homeless squatting in a theater in 1927. That got like, we're getting like 30, 40 bucks a head for this. I mean, that's, that's big kids money. This guy just guarding a save point, like he's like, man, I need to record records of my thuggery.
I'm not afraid of you.
There is an opera singer in the background, yes. I don't know if, that would be an example, perhaps, of a hobo opera singer having traveled here to serenade the other itinerant population. But it's honest work.
What? Already finished?
I want to know why organized crime hasn't picked up Johnny. He's very handy with a knife and has no compunction whatsoever about using lethal force on total strangers. So that the fact that there's a save point right next to that feels like it's probably hard progress. That's usually how Shadow Hearts builds their dungeons. Man, we've made $700 since coming to this theater. We're doing great. We should have been shanking people in the street years ago. Let's go ahead and reunite this child.
Tom! Nancy! Well, thank you, Mr. Detective. You aren't to come here again, okay?
Wow, what curious syntax you're using there, Johnny.
Stay out of here, kid. You bother me. Oh, right. You said something about a fire escape. Oh, you mean the door upstairs?
There's a trick to opening.
There's a trick to opening that door. You gotta jig it up a little bit and push it one over.
Okay. Johnny, incapable of figuring out how to open a mostly glass double door without urchins telling him. Kids, go back to your mother. Also, there is someone singing opera. It is also diegetic. It gets louder when we are on the higher up floors. though it does not seem to be being performed in the box. It's noisy. Oh, this music? The guy in glasses who just moved in upstairs, he's playing it all the time. I keep complaining, but he won't stop. Really? Give me a break. Oh, it's the music of something Zan or whatever. There's a whole bunch of Cthulhu mythos, Lovecraft mythos references scattered throughout the game. Some of them relatively minor, some of them quite obvious. For example, the terrible, penguin-looking guy who hired us teaches at Miskatonic University in Boston, Go fighting cephalopods.
Well, he said to jiggle it up a little bit.
You didn't jiggle it, Johnny. It just opened. Don't front. Don't act like you know.
Wow, it's pitch black already. I killed so many bums this afternoon. I gotta hurry.
Yeah, seriously, he stacked like 20 bodies in there. Does this... And, oh, okay, we are denied the ability to open up like a Dark Souls style shortcut to the street because there is a chain blocking our passage down, so we can only ascend, not escaping fire but rising ever higher. The hooks hanging from the ceiling are a bit worrisome.
Excuse me? I mean, how are you? I run a detective agency around here. Johnny Garland is what they call me.
Johnny Garland? Give me a break.
Johnny, he's wanted for killing 8 men, which puts him as an amateur compared to yourself, but still, no reason to get cocky.
What? My God, you're Johnny! Wait, stop right there! Don't come any closer!
What are you acting all scared about?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm going to report you or anything. What's going on?
It's cold Ada dude. Hard hits. Right. We can trade our stock to knock back enemies, knock down combos. Enemies are capable of. They get to do the stock mechanic too, so like they can take multiple actions, they can combo us. Mind assault. Dust crowd. Well, it says to. It opens talking about needing to use hard hits, so let's start with that. Oh yeah, it's a deep one. Yeah, we're just straight up fighting a deep one. We've just wandered right into Lovecraft. Coolsies. Anyway, let's see if we can knock some sense out of it, so that it doesn't get multiple attacks on us. Oh, that happens quickly. No chance to study her ring before the fight. That's fine. Alright, it'll be a while before it gets that back. Let's try Dusk Proud. That sounds good. Oh! Okay, that one is on me. Huge amount of damage. I think we can probably go one more round. But we're gonna be berserk soon. Well, let's hit it this round. And hopefully still have a chance to heal with an item. And then when we go berserk, hopefully we'll just keep attacking it. Very tight margin on the soul meters, particularly since we can't unfuse her for that introductory fight. Eyes up top, Johnny. Show some respect. Hey, Shania, you're gonna have to straight up kill a child. He's seen too much. Yo, get the hatchet. Cosmic traveling interdimensionally for weeks to his hope. I think Deep One's randomly jumping into our reality to eat people are. I think they're more tramps at that point, right? Like they're traveling. He's not working for a salary. He's mooching off the locals, and by mooching off the locals, I mean devouring people in apartment buildings, like most tramps engaged in cannibalism. All our boys getting shimmery red auras around them. I did not note this previously. I really appreciate the symmetry of Johnny. Shania meets Johnny by jumping in to save him from a monster. Lady meets Killer by strolling up and slaughtering a bunch of beat cops on his behalf. But playing the two immediately back to back for the obvious parallels. That's Team Evil, by the way. Those are our recurring villains, and I kind of what a great intro. The direct point of comparison between our
Morning.
protagonist.
How'd you sleep?
Hey, wait. How did I get back here? Well, let me see. I remember suddenly being attacked. Attacked by some weird, some sort of monster. But after that, I...
Master, I know exactly what happened. The truth is, these two kind souls saved your life. They were kind enough to bring you back here while you were still unconscious.
Huh? I was just being a little careless, I think. Hey, wait a minute. What were you doing there yesterday? You're connected to that beast in some way, right? Let's see. That's it! You changed your shape, didn't you?
Calm down. You're asking way too many questions. Besides, don't forget that you were there too for some reason.
I happen to be a detective, you know.
Listen. Have you heard of Malice before?
Malice?
And Lenny's like, oh no, no.
Yeah, Malice. A red light made of humanity's hate and anger. It was more than 10 years ago. Somebody broke the seal and unleashed 1,000 years of pent-up malice on our world.
Thanks, Nikolai.
Malice.
Prick.
It spread like wildfire all over the planet, plunging humans everywhere into complete madness. Sometimes, the malice opens a window, allowing beasts to come in.
Window?
Didn't you see the window? It looked like a giant sea green whirlwind. That's why we call that a window. Our work is to hunt down those evil beasts, the ones who come through. The power you saw yesterday, that's what I use for the hunt.
So you're exterminating monsters, huh?
Master, please! Don't scream like that again!
But what are we gonna do, Lenny? The guy Professor Gilbert asked us to find for him was eaten by a monster!
I see what you mean. Well then, I guess we have no choice but to say we're sorry.
Maybe. But eaten by
Lenny.
a monster? He won't believe me.
You know, if you like, we could go along with you.
Yeah?
We can explain things a lot better than you. Besides, you don't want any problems. What if little Master faints again, huh?
Hey, I'm not a little kid.
My name is Shania, and this is...
I am Nathan. It is my honor.
Hi. The name's Johnny. How are you?
Johnny, she would bench press you and throw you out a window.
The client, Mr. Gilbert, is a professor at a university in Boston. He asked that we report to him at his laboratory. And I'm sure it's a laboratory, because it's Boston.
Shania's ability called Fusion. So yeah, okay. Real quick, obvious note. How you doing, Lenny? Yeah, you're sending us to Boston. Johnny's detective agency is frequently a hub between missions with, Lenny telling us where we need to go next. Okay, everyone is at full. Let's take a quick look, because we got 2 new party members surprised. One, Shania and Nathan are a package deal, in pretty much every sense of the word. Shania is the main character. I'm gonna toss this out here right now. This is her game. This is her story. She is the new Yuri. Johnny is the new Anastasia. Johnny is what they call a supporting protagonist. In that he's here because he's a plucky, happy-go-lucky everyman. But the actual heart and soul of the narrative for much of it is coming from Shania, and surprisingly from Team Evil, but we'll see more of them later. Shania here dual wields hatchets, tomahawks, and is an essential item in every Native American home. We're going to loop back to that in just a moment. And Natan is strapped. He's carrying Colts. A gun with lead inside the grip, invented by Wild West gunmen, so it can be used in hand-to-hand combat as well for shooting from distance. There's just straight-up gun fu, John Wick style, from a 7-foot-tall, mostly taciturn Native American warrior who's going to be dual-wielding Colt 45s and occasionally beating men unconscious with them when he's not filling them full of holes. Welcome to the 20s, baby! It's roaring for a reason. And Johnny still has a clasp knife. And Shania starts, I believe, with only the one fusion. She is the Thunderbird. Yeah. Only those two skills so far. Unlike Yuri, who has the whole graveyard in the soul, and you just put your resources into unlocking what you want. Shania has to do like missions and side quests to basically commune with and tame, new spirits out of Native American mythology, which will become like new tattoos and summons bound to her soul. So she's a shaman in the traditional sense of the word. Elephant in the room. Is this game? I don't know. Is it super offensive to the to the First Nations? And I'm not sure, because obviously Shania and Natan are a Saturday morning cartoon cutout version of Native Americans made by the Japanese, complete with buckskins and ceremonial clothing, and being somehow also blonde-haired and blue-eyed, which I'm not sure I'm banking on that. So there's that. But by the same token, easily the most competent party member, unambiguously heroic for much of the story, moral and narrative center of the party, and general badass is kind of like... they could be doing a lot worse. Johnny, on the other hand, is kind of a goof. Also, I'm happy to say that for all that the game is going to be straying a little bit into the possibly disrespectful territory when it comes to handling Native American mythology from a foreign culture, it is going to be exactly as offensive to Polish Americans. And as long as you're getting equal opportunity, then I think we're all right.
Hey, boy, you have it, right?
We got it? What does that mean? What's it?
Don't play dumb. If I could say it, is there anything else it could be?
You look very similar to a man we stabbed a few hours ago.
With just one use, you can get incredibly happy or horribly sad.
It's the lottery. It's the lottery. We're playing the numbers.
Why would I have something like that?
In old Chicago.
You really don't have it? Well, I guess I'll have to give you one of mine. Here.
Anyway, I'm lottery number 17. Yeah, called it.
What's this? A lottery ticket?
He's number 12. There.
That's right. Take this. If you talk to a lottery member like me, you can play the lottery. Once per ticket. If you win, you'll be incredibly happy. If you lose, you'll be horribly sad. How about it? Sounds fun,
right? I'd like to point out that there were many illegal lotteries run by the New York mob. That was a major source of income for them even before the start of Prohibition.
Well, that's what you were talking about. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Why don't you try already? If the spinning bar stops over the prize you want, then you win. I can only give you one top prize.
What's it? Gale? Oh, okay, a new stellar crest. As ever, tissues, we lose a leather cap. Okay. Well, we got some cash. We're gonna check back with Zimel Jamil. Monsieur Gerard. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh!
Have you tasted total sadness?
You got me.
How about it? You're hooked, right? If you bring it to me, I'll let you play the lottery anytime.
Yeah, the Judgment Ring is not my friend this playthrough. Speaking of which, where is the Ring Soul? Who is my friend? I mean, I'm sure he's around here somewhere, being the Arbiter of Fate. Okay, that's where our lottery friend is on the corner. Depp, the fishing maniac. I mean, all right. At least they got the river correct. It's the Hudson. All these precocious other precocious child. How many were just hanging around my house? I'm running a business here. Arkham University. There we go. I do actually want to see. I want to check in back in Chelsea really quickly. Yeah. Hey, family. Y'all still just hanging out here? Hey, child's mother. You gonna give me a little something for the effort? No, not so much. This photojournalist can be like, hey, I didn't get a picture of your ghost, but I took the last known photo of some bums before I stabbed them. Oh, we can go back in here. Okay, in typical Shadow Hearts fashion, I have to look back into the main theater and see if there's oh, there's an optional boss fight there now, because that's usually how this goes. Real quick. And if we get into fights, it'll be much easier to solve. Okay, no activity there. That might change later. Generally, like, any of the dungeons that you can come back to, they will do more stuff with in the future. That has not changed. For now, though, the persons of itinerant means have perhaps vacated after their numbers started getting eaten by monsters. I guess out of the blue, let's go to Arkham, Massachusetts. Because phone and telegraph would not be an acceptable way to point out, hey sir, we botched the job, and there's no body left, you're just gonna have to take our word for it. Very nice map for the university here. Who's this Yahoo? Hey boy, excuse me. I'm an inexplicably southern politician here in Massachusetts. I don't know who this is. Me? I'm looking for Professor Gilbert's lab. Do you know where it is? No, we do it.
No, this is our first time here.
Oh, sorry. You just look like a student is all. Ha ha ha.
What's with that guy?
Well, he seems to be here to see Professor Gilbert, too. We could have searched together.
I gotta practice a better voice for Shania. I gotta listen to some more voice lines. I feel like that's way too, way too baritone for her.
No way! Walk around with a crazy guy like that? Are you kidding?
Yeah, we're gonna steal from the statue. Careless Margaret. Forgot about her class. Forgot about her test. What are you gonna do? Looks like they're staying back here. Nope. Too bad. Foley, the PE teacher. Go, go! Keep running, you grunts. Our goal for today is 2,000. Oh, is he gonna give me the pedometer? You see he's the new walking guy? Hey, boy. You over there.
Huh? You mean me?
Does everyone address us as kid or boy throughout this game? I guess with that haircut, I mean, we're kind of asking for it. That's right. Are you here to enlist too? It's 1927, sir. I don't know what you're talking about.
Not as far as I know.
I'm asking if you're here to enlist in the Arkham Pedometer Regiment of the U.S. Walking Warriors Brigade. This does sound like the kind of government thing they were doing in the 20s. Actually, he's not wrong.
U.S. Walking Warriors Brigade? What's a pedometer regiment?
Watch your mouth, boy. Whenever you address me, you always say, sir. Understand, maggot?
No, I'm confused. Well, yes, sir.
Speak up. Say it with feeling. Like this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm just making Johnny kind of suck. Good. You look like you still wear diapers, but I'll make an exception and allow you to join the regiment. I thought it was a brigade.
I don't really have any idea what you're talking about, mister.
So I think I'll just be on my... Okay, this is the most reasonable we're ever going to get from Johnny. Like, I have no idea what this is. I don't need your side quest nonsense. I killed a lot of people already this week. I'm leaving. What was that? Sir. Good. First off, I'm going to give you a pedometer as proof of your enlistment. You can't escape it. Thanks, mister. You will address me as sir. Okay, yes, sir. Kids these days. At any rate, from now on, you will wear this pedometer onto the battlefield as a member of the pedometer regiment. Yes, sir. What happens if I wear the pedometer onto the battlefield? Every step you take will be counted. This count shall be proof of your bravery. Oh my god, he's turning into the democracy officer from Helldivers. Wow. If you get a high step count on the battlefield and come back to me safely, then I'll reward you for your bravery.
Oh, so you're gonna reward me? Could it be that you're a nice guy?
Don't forget the sir.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll be on my way then.
Okay, you can convince Johnny about anything with the faintest promise of a prize, which I guess, I mean, sure. Oh, it's pitch dark. We can't get very far like this. I wonder if there's a light. Oh, next explorable area, which we will doubtlessly need a lantern to enter. It tends to be a running theme. Well, I guess let's check out the west wing of the courtyard here before we catch up with Mr. Gilbert. Be like, yeah, sorry that guy's dead. appropriately, random doors do be locked. Okay, alright, let's... Fine, I'll advance the plot. Gosh. They got that good leaf here on campus. Alright. Oh, speaking of which, not that, the Stellars. Natan has Libra. And let's see what abilities he actually has assigned to it. Status healing, small damage, wind class. Guess we'll give him evasion as well. Kind of working on a theme there, that seems fine. Admittedly, when Natan's in the party, we're going to be having him, shoot people as much as possible. It's like, we finally thought to bring a gun. It would be a shame to waste it. Oh, we in the library. Okay. Like the ambience of the library, not too dark, not too bright. You don't feel the passing of time.
All these books look so hard. I wonder if they have any comics.
Johnny Garland, world-class detective, ladies and gentlemen. He does not know the Dewey Decimal System.
Professor Gilbert, sorry I haven't taken his class.
Excuse me, this is the library, so if you can't be quiet, please leave immediately. Enoch the librarian. Enoch is the most librarian name. Man. Okay, that one, total props to them. I see an Enoch, I assume he works in a library. Or he is the county commissioner for, New Jersey. Also, that was another cure. So if we can give that to Natan, then we'll be doubled up on... which is going to be more valuable. Alright, well, we already have one cure, and we want at least someone for status effects. We'll have more options in the future, I am certain. Well, if I was looking for a creepy mad scientist, I mean, I'd start in the science lab, wouldn't I? Science Major Thomas, Professor Gilbert, haven't seen him in the past 6 months. He's canceled all his classes, too. Yeah, always bodes well when the staff at Arkham University are going on long sabbaticals. Probability theory. Dangerous-eyed Professor Quincy.
I've mellowed out at this school, but when I was fired at my old school, I wasn't myself at all. At this school, I have to be careful not to cause any more commotion.
She's like, I killed 3 men, and Johnny's like, that's a good start. Professor Gilbert, yes, I've heard of him, but he's in another field, so I don't know much about him. Like, is he in a phone book? Can we ask the operator? Which I guess would be instead of a phone book, most likely, but... there's only 5 students in class today. The provost's gonna get angry. Have you heard of the undergrad debut? It's like me when you go to college and... Oh, okay, yeah. I thought they were signing us up for another side quest. Have you heard of the undergrad debut? It's like the lottery. Random tent in storage in class, why not? I will disrupt your lecture, sir. Sometimes I like to watch the students just like this, everyone's so different. Excuse me while I loot your classroom. The French philosopher Descartes is called the father of modern philosophy, but you still don't know who he is. Yo! Hey! Hang on! No! Sorry! I'm gonna stop you right there. Who was I talking to? Du Denain was the specialist. Okay, well, a French girl, apparently a transfer student, talking about Descartes. Tell me I don't know the father of modern philosophy. A title which he should not have in the first place. I also stand by my critiques of Sartre, but... Soul benediction. I gotta double check what that does. I mean, this is a nice classroom and all. Where is Professor Gilbert? I mean, I don't. Do I have to randomly talk to students to find the? I mean, that would be very Shadow Hearts, wouldn't it? Weak composition, born sickly, Professor Gilbert. The sealed off room? Yeah, I do have to just randomly talk to students, don't I? You don't know it's right next to the school, but the door's broken, it won't open. You have to jiggle it a little. There are a lot of rumors about it. A lot of students wonder how the professor gets in and out.
Next to the school, huh? Thanks. I'll go check it out.
All right. Well, plot triggers just lying around.
It doesn't open.
I wonder if anyone besides the professor knows how to open the door.
Oh, right. Oh, then proper detective like, I'll go ask around the school. We were just doing that,
Johnny. Find someone who knows how to open the door. I mean, we have guns and hatchets. Shania turns into a flying monster going from the roof. I guess it's none of my business. Isn't it better to steer clear of that professor? He's obviously shady. Man, tenure, I tell ya, you know? He's up to no good. But what you gonna do? Don't you think Canadian economics really good? No, I don't. First radio broadcast was in 1920 in Pittsburgh. Did you know that? Well, even I just learned it yesterday. Hard to hate Albert. Big radio fan. My dream is to be president, so right now I'm studying Machiavelli to learn how to be a ruler. Okay, big Rawl, gonna stop you right there. A president is supposed to be a servant, not a ruler. Contemporary 2025 America, notwithstanding. I'm gonna break this kid in half. Can we check out a book on lockpicking? That would be an inspired solution. Yeah. She really likes the ambulance. Brusque Natalie still hasn't taken this class. I mean, who looks like a janitor here? We don't know much about him. I'm asking the other science lab. He's canceled all his classes. We know! Will probability theory open the door? Perhaps not. Danger side Professor Quincy is still a threat to herself and others. Mostly others. In this class. Okay. Wait. Hey. Yo. Knowledgeable Jefferson? You were not in this room before. I wasn't even going to double check it. You came to see Professor Gilbert. Well, you have to go in from the underpath in the corner of the field. Obviously. There's a staircase, so you can probably enter the room from there. I was just asked the same thing by someone earlier. It's rare for him to have so many people visit.
The underpath, huh?
Alright, almost forgot. The underpath has no light. If you're set on going, you should take the lantern from the chemistry lab. Okay, so I'm torn. I want to describe this as a slower-paced beginning than the other games, where it's like, oh, we're doing like actual kind of, you know, I won't call this detective work, but these sort of like lower stakes, like, oh, solve some puzzles, explore a university campus. This is a very good Call of Cthulhu opening. Except we were also stabbing a lot of people in the first half an hour of gameplay, so like, you know, do I get to say it's a slower open? I don't know. The real question is the Undercroft of Arkham University filled with monsters of a presumably Gribbly bearing. I guess we'll find out. Hey boy, we meet again. Hi, Gerard.
That voice. Could it be? It is!
What happened? Why the long face? Did something bad happen? Cheer up. I have some good news for you, boy.
Well, not really good news, but something you forgot to tell you last time we met.
Hey, Jerry. I thought you said that was our little secret.
If you got something to say...
Oh. Sorry. Actually, I work doing stellar chart realigning.
Realigning?
That's right. I alter its attributes and open holes and stuff. Of course, I charge for it, but I'll do it cheaply for you, boy.
I see. Well then, if I need realignment, I'll be sure to ask you.
Does he accept queer smut as payment? Oh, money! If you pay money to Boygan the Engraver, you can change what kind of stellars you can equip on the chart. No, I don't need that detailed explanation. I'll suss that out, and I think I'll probably never use it.
Oh, nice. That can be really useful, Igor. Yeah, we're 10 years younger. Oh, that's sort of a geezer line, so it don't suit me, do that. Let's get down to business.
There were colleges 10 years ago? No, I came to shop. Also, the Just Us guys, I'm a big fan. I respect their hustle. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely gonna want some mana leaves. We're burning through a lot of soul points, but I think we'll probably manage. If Johnny goes crazy, well, you know what? No need to get super stingy this early on. Soul Benediction. We have Natan with that as a spell, so that's probably fine. We have 2 resurrections. That's good. We have tents already. Eventually, I'll have like 20 of everything because I'm, crazy about my consumables. But for now, we're still mostly broke. Let's see. Do we want minor buff items? No, but we are gonna pick up. We have 3 party members and we can afford 3 corals, so we are gonna do that because I was missing a whole heck of a lot of Shania's ring. So give me that discount. I would have forgotten to equip the pedometer as well, so that's good. Alright, Justice guys, you got all my money. They're gonna keep doing that. They're gonna keep rolling up and taking my wallet. Not borrowing, not admiring, not comparing, taking.
If I light this lantern, how's that?
Something about Johnny's portrait down there really kind of rubs me the wrong way. I'm not sure if it's the eyes are too expressive and the smile is too placid. I don't know. I don't recall if this is a full-on dungeon. It probably is, considering we had, we're about due and we had to unlock it and get items and stuff. If so, we will likely do some exploring and then have to call it part way, because it is like 20 minutes till time. But let's see what's down here. I mean, obviously, it's a college campus, right? There's not going to be monsters in steam tunnels.
The anger of the heavens.
There are monsters in the steam tunnels. I think, okay, I'm going to watch this tutorial because I think combos are now tied to the stock gauge. Let's just make sure. Yeah, you have teammates 1 full bar stock, you'll be able to select combo stock move. Yep, okay. Combos chain attack, which you spend 1 bar for stock. Your teammates earn immediately after you attack. Same combo trials as before. Press the spinning flip. Oh, right. Yes, you can now start a combo as part of the combo, so you don't have to line up all of the combo ahead of time. You can start with one. You can just have the have the characters decide if they have stock to then change to another person. Shana's gonna be stripping in front of the camera a lot through this game, why does she have her clothes on when she switches back into human form? That bothers me. I hadn't thought about it, but now I have, and it bothers me. Oh, okay, what is this? Air, mid-range, ground. Oh, okay, so this is just a bit more codified version of what Covenants are doing. Dust Crowd hits ground. You'll not hit an enemy that's in the air. The enemy will not be hit. The enemy's parameter bar on the upper will turn red. So okay. Oh, that's nice. That's actually a nice change. It tells us if special attacks are going to automatically miss. That's cool. That was a complaint of mine previous. So. Yep. More combo means more chain, means more damage. Double combo for 2 stock. Follow an attack carried out in a double with another character's attack as a combo. Oh, wow. So, 2 rounds of actions from the one character and then a combo. Very powerful. Okay, are we back to... Okay, I actually have control again. Well, let's take a picture of a Gagu. It's a terrible monster.
Okay, look over here. Smile and say cheese.
Johnny just realized to go, yeah, there's multi-armed horrors casually hanging out in steam tunnels under Miskatonic U. Who knew? Right? No worries. Natan. Gun Fu. Yeah, they're variable, just variable on board with it. 8-hit slug shell, I have to know. Natan casts gun. It's super effective. Yeah, let's try a combo for ourselves here. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. It was... She also started a combo. Unnecessary. Let's okay. Stock carries over between battles. That's good to know.
Hey, the beasts from the window. What are they doing here?
Maybe Professor Gilbert will know.
Natan is gonna just, like, put a gun to his head and be like, yo, Professor, we got some extracurricular questions.
Huh? It's locked. Professor Gilbert! Anybody here? It's Johnny Garland from the other day.
He's out. Or maybe the beasts got to him first.
Oh man. If so, he might be in trouble, but the door is still locked. I tried jiggling it. Hey, let's search for the key. Maybe it's laying around here somewhere.
Johnny, I swear. Is that an elevator? We're gonna have to go further into the steam tunnels? Ah, yeah. That's how they make us do it. Okay. How powerful is Johnny's magic? And if we can get a double here. Let's find out. Well, you know what? He got stock. There's no reason not to use it. Yeah. Give him what for, Johnny? And, alright, we can use magic again. We can't use the same magic again. That's good to know. Not bad, just a little bit short on damage. That's fine, that's fine. Okay. Give this fellow the hatchets. Tom's just gonna shoot a guy. Let's practice our combo game a little bit more. Needlessly flashy holstering. I'm fine with that. We get bonus stock for better performance. Cool, good to know. Yeah, there's no reason not to be just burning that stuff. So this is going to be going into a whole heckin' dungeon. So I am going to be prudent with our time here in the evening. I'm going to head back to the entrance. We'll go ahead and save. I think we will maybe call it, we'll call it a few minutes early as opposed to like an hour late. And if we run into, what are these?
Yeah.
Sergeys. What is a Sergey? Little... Oh, it's that's a skinned human body with anatomical markings on it.
Smile and say cheese.
Johnny, don't be cute. That's terrifying. It's the worst thing. He's just not taking it seriously. Let's unleash the Thunderbird. line attack, which is nice, but it's a line going in the wrong direction. That's fine. Let's see if we can't make lemonade here. Let's go for a double. We don't have enough stock for a double combo, which is 2. That's a full meter. None of these boys are really that well charged up. That is something we're going to have to pay attention to, is making sure to knock enemies out of their own combos. Johnny, and then we can combo back to Thunderbird. Wow, they made this more powerful than ever. Ooh, this is saucy. There's gonna be a lot of flashy combat potential. I'd forgotten the nuance of having the multiple layers of like the combo and the doubler. I think boss fights will probably require it. That's usually how this goes. Well, we got a free tent back up there. Let's go ahead and use that just so we save our other consumables. Oh, we got some buff items. Max HP is definitely going to go to Shania. She's not leaving the active party for the entirety of the game. Just tossing it out here. And luck. What does luck do? Evasion and critical hit rates. That's good for everybody. But okay, yeah, Johnny's the rogue. He starts with Halleck. Yeah, again, let's give that to Shania and see if we can get her some more crit. As mentioned, she is the new Yuri, so she is going to be getting most of our buff items. And yeah, let's go ahead and do a quick refresh of our saves here as we start into the Arkham University underground. Go fighting cephalopods. And yeah, welcome to this side of the pond. We were very briefly in New York City. We are now we're in Boston, or we're in Greater Massachusetts in general. But we're going to be in and out of New York and over much of the rest of the country when this inevitably becomes a road trip. And for early dungeon hours, I'll say, because we're going to be starting directly in this dungeon next session, next week, same time as ever, 7 p.m. Eastern. We will, our lecture circuit is going to start with the only place it really could, because there's going to be so many competing stories coming out of Gilded Age Americana, but we're going to be starting talking about the passage and the implementation of the Volstead Act, better known as Prohibition of the, what was that, 18th Amendment? I think? Yeah, I should double check that. I will. Yes, the implementation of Prohibition, tying it in from a historical lens to the first wave of American feminism and the suffrage movement coming out of the end of the 1800s as a positive to unpopular legislation, and also the inherent class warfare of the ownership class wanting to clamp down on the behavior of the workers. All fun things which are lined up, a couple different perspectives, for a bit of history. And yeah, I hope it'll be fun, exciting. We're going to fight gribbly monsters. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of this nation, good, bad, warts, and all. And it's going to get really weird really quickly. He said after a 16-year-old boy detective was shanking the homeless before being joined by 2 magical Native Americans. And one of whom turns into a bird and fights literal deep ones from Cthulhu mythos. For now, though, thank you for joining. It has been great having you. I am super excited to get started on another wonderful journey with all of my regulars. So in the meantime, my hooligan hobos, maybe not hooligan, definitely hobos. You're traveling. Well, you know what? We'll workshop it. We'll figure it out. As stated, you can no longer be my petit papillon. Joaquin Valentine is not even in this party. We'll figure it out together. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you, as ever, hopefully, in the next one.